Physics is often called the most basic science kasi halos lahat ng sciences ay nakabase sa kanya. Physics also explains the natural laws of the universe at nagbibigay ito ng foundation sa chemistry, biology, astronomy, engineering, at iba pa. Makikita natin ang application ng physics sa ating pang-araw-araw na buhay, kagaya na lamang ng ating mga kuryente, ang ating mga appliances na ginagamit, kagaya na lamang ng electric fan, TV, mga microwaves, at iba pa. And sa ating communication, ang ating cellphones, Wi-Fi, or internet. And also sa transportation, ang ating mga cars and airplanes. At ginagamit din ito sa mga medical technologies, kagaya na lamang ng X-ray at MRIs.
Ang sabi po dito, physics also explain kung paano nagkaroon ng stars, paano nabuhay, and paano rin ito nawala o namatay. Nuclear fusion po ang energy na nagpapainit sa stars at pinipigilan nito mas bumagsak sa ilalim ng gravity. Ang atomic physics is study of the structure of the atom, and ang astrophysics naman po ay nagpupong sa celestial bodies at cosmic phenomena that shape the universe.
Ang mga scientists ay nakabuo ng teorya na tinawag na Big Bang na nagpapaliwanag kung paano nagsimula ang universe sa mainit at makapal at patuloy pa na lumawak mula noon. Ang teorya ring ito ay nagpapaliwanag kung paano pinanganak, nabubuhay at kalaunan ay namamatay ang mga bituin. Ang nuclear fusion sa mga bituin na pinag-aaralan sa atomic physics, astrophysics ay nagbubunga ng ideya, nagpapakilos sa mga bituin at madiskubre pa ang mga elemento na mahalaga sa mundo.
Sinasabi lang dito na yung physics is not just a part of science, but it's the most basic science. Like, example, how things move or yung motion natin and what makes them special, or yung force na tinatawag. And meron ding energy and yung tinatawag nating smallest things, which is atoms. So, bakit siya basic? Like chemistry and biology, pinag-aaralan doon yung complicated things na or mas malalim na part ng science. Yung maintindihan yung chemistry if you do not know what physics is. And same as biology, you will not understand biology if you do not know chemistry. So basically, physics is like the foundation of science.
Physics is the science that studies how things are moved and how they interact in the universe. It looks at everything from the smallest particles and the most significant structures.
So, physics is divided into two major branches, which is the classical physics and the modern physics. Classical physics studies the motion, forces, energy, heat, sound, light, electricity, and magnetism. Classical physics works well for everyday situations at macroscopic scale. Ibig sabihin, level ng objects na nakikita natin. For example, inaaral mo, paano nga ba gumagalaw ang kotse? Paano nga ba dumadaloy ang kuryente? O paano kaya nag-iinit ang isang bagay?
Modern physics is a branch of physics that began in 60th and 70th centuries, when scientists like Galileo and Newton discovered the law of motions and explored topics like mechanics and electromagnetics. Sa panahong ito, ang mga siyentipiko ay naglatag ng mga pundasyon ng classical sa pisika. Electrodynamic deals with electricity, magnetism, and electromagnetic waves like light. And thermodynamics begins with studying energy conversion and evolved into science of energy transformation, dissipation. Branch of physics that has shaped our understanding of the physical world. Ang pag-aaral ay patuloy na ginagamit sa iba't ibang larangan ng agham, teknolohiya at ang mga prinsipyo na ito ay nananatiling mahalaga sa atin pag-unawa sa mundo.
Ano nga ba ang nanotechnology? So basically, nanotechnology, dito pinag-aaralan ang paggawa ng machines gamit ang atoms and molecules.
Babylonian astronomers were crucial in recognizing the distinction between moving planets and fixed stars. Their observation and recordings helped lay the groundwork for later astronomical discoveries.
Sa Middle Ages, we have here, first person is si Al-Khwarizmi. Isa siyang Muslim mathematician and astronomer na nagmula sa Baghdad. And he introduced Hindu-Arabic numerals or yung 1, 2, and 3 na ginagamit natin. And yung algebraic concept sa European sa European mathematics rather. Then yung kanyang libro na Kitab al-Jabr wa al-Mughbala ay ang tinranslate niya and ang meaning nun is algebra. Then yung name niya when it was Latinized then led to the term algorithm, and which is super useful sa ngayon sa computer science. Then, pangalawa is Ibn al-Haytham naman. He was a Muslim scholar na nag-contribute sa a lot of optics or yung study of lights. And isa pa sa na-contribute niya is yung scientific method. Then, si Fibonacci naman, isa siyang Italian mathematician born around 1170 na nagsulat ng libro na Liber Abaci, and he also introduced yung Arabic numerals katulad nung kay Al-Khwarizmi sa mga European mathematics. And isa pa yung Fibonacci sequence na ngayon ay sikat or popular na ginagamit sa mathematics. So, yung mga tao na nabanggit ko, sila yung tumulong para mapalawak yung knowledge and new ways of thinking about math and science sa Europe. And sila rin yung parang nagsilbing foundation to advancement na nangyayari sa ngayon. And it goes to show na yung knowledge, it comes from everywhere. And it builds on the work of others, regardless of where they are from, and its collaborative efforts.
So I will be explaining the history of physics, pioneers, and their contributions in early modern time. First is the Isaac Newton, which studies the 3 laws of motion and universal gravitation. Siya rin ang nag-explain ng light gamit ang prisms. Ang next naman is si John Dalton, which explains the atomic theory of atoms are indivisible. Bawat element ay may unique atoms. Up next is si Michael Faraday. Siya ang first person na gumamit ng electric motor at electric generator. Next naman is si James Clerk Maxwell. Pinatunayan niya na light is an electromagnetic wave at foundation ng relativity. Ang next naman is si Henry Becquerel. Siya ang nakadiscover ng natural radioactivity. Lastly, sila Marie at Pierre Curie. Sila ang nakahanap ng polonium at radium.
Max Planck initially focused on thermodynamics before focusing on black body radiation. He studied how the intensity of electromagnetic radiation emitted by a black body varied with temperature and frequency. Planck found na kapag ang black body daw po ay nag-i-emit po ito ng radiation o naglalabas ng radiation with the spectrum determined by its temperature, hindi sa composition nito. Albert Einstein 1905 to 1916. Under his name po is special theory of relativity or speed of light constant, general theory of relativity or gravity and space-time, E equal mc squared or nuclear energy and solar power. The general theory of relativity po is the describing force of gravity and the large-scale structure of the universe. Erwin Schrödinger, 1926. Under his name, the Schrödinger equation, quantum mechanics foundation, electron clouds, or probability net peaks orbits. Yung Schrödinger equation po is yung mathematical expression na dinedescribe yung energy at position ng electron sa space and time. J. Robert Oppenheimer, 1942 to 1945. He is a Manhattan Project leader, atomic bomb, Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Resigned after realizing destructive impact. His subatomic particle po is a fundamental unit of all matter. Stephen Hawking, 1970s to 2018. Black holes and singularity theorems, Big Bang theory evidence, and quantum gravity, cosmology contribution. Yung cosmology po is the study of origin, development, structure, history, and future of the entire universe. Yung quantum gravity po is about sa attempt na pagsamahin yung two theories of physics. Yung black hole po is place in space, and yung gravity is pulled so much that even light cannot get out.